Hello and welcome to Reaper, which is another DOS Man Games first-person shooter, and I think I've covered almost all of them at this point, and the goal is, to cover every one of them that ever happens in perpetuity and, I don't know, in forever times. Obviously, we're a Reaper. I guess, I don't know, I would like to give myself a fancy name, but I haven't come up with one just yet. Yeah, normal difficulty seems like it's probably acceptable for me. I am what you would consider a bit of a casual person.
Over the course of this adventure, I shall task you with reaping the souls of several doom-rollers. Keep an eye out for me, and I shall douse thee with the lore that you seek.
Okay, cool. Oh, okay, we can't stab her. It was worth a shot. One thing I always like about the DOS Man games is they capture like this really old school feeling of first person shooters, but not so much Doom as much as like maybe Catacomb 3D, Blake Stone, Corridor 7. I mean, if there was anyone that I would maybe count on making an accurate... What the heck? Oh, fire burns you. Alright, anyway. If there was anybody that I would think would be able to make like an accurate and really good kind of remake of Corridor 7, one of my favorite first-person shooters of all time, it would be DOS Man Gaming. Or DOS Man Games, whatever. These guys. That's...
There he is! Intruder!
Man, I am doing really poorly. That's what I get for starting a game, like, immediately in the morning. One of these days I'll learn that I should wake up completely before playing games. Just joking, I'll never learn my lesson. Alright, there was somewhere I saw that I felt like was probably the way to go. Right here. But you need a key, which I haven't found. And I realize I probably didn't do the sound as loud as it could be. There we go. Then that should be like a little bit more reasonable. And it's a catchy soundtrack. Alright, if I was a beetle key, where would I be?
There he is!
And I don't know what this is, but I do look forward to using it. Oh, it's like a wand of fire. Actually, not a wand of fire. It's like a wand. Magic missiles. Magic missiles are like the underrated magical attack
There he is!
in the D&D universe.
Intruder!
Why did it look like I was getting shot from, like, I don't know, this wall? Oh, because there's a guy up there. What you... Can't have that. Where the heck did that guy come from? Oh, these sneaky little dudes.
There he is!
I should point out that the video here is going to intention is to play through the entire game. Because these are usually not quite bite-sized adventures, but they're usually not super long, so usually between like an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's usually about as long as it takes to actually complete these little, you know, smaller FPS titles. And of course, it all depends on how well I do. Do I, you know, do a good job? Do I do a bad job? I don't know. Anyway, I bought this game just for anybody that is curious as to how I received it. I bought it on Steam again, just because I have like a kind of like an understanding with the lead developer that I'm gonna buy all the games they ever release because they're cool. They're pretty cool, you know. They've been super nice to me over time, and I like supporting what they do, you know. I feel like we don't get enough of these kind of old style FPSs that are actually enjoyable, so I'm actually really happy to you know, support the development. And they're also not very expensive, which is another rather nice aspect. But yes. Oh, I was going to say it's going to turn into something, but I always love how in first-person shooters, despite like, I mean, okay, now technically these guys have no idea that I've been like, you know, they don't know for sure that I've been like running through and just absolutely killing all of their people. They don't know that that's actually happening. They might have like a good idea that it's happening, but there's like not like a guarantee that they know. But I mean, I feel like it's got to be an assumption made, or you know, or, yeah, I mean, because think about it. You're in a place, right? You're like in a tower, in a castle, whatever this happens to be, and you have a whole bunch of people between you and the entrance. Well, this guy has made it through to where you are now. So I mean, like, realistically, you've got to assume that like all your people are dead, which has to be just absolutely, I don't know, demoralizing. But I
Be wary, Reaper, for the Snow Mage resides here. McLary must face your wrath for freezing all the pantry meats.
I say freezing all the pantry meats.
There he is.
Huh, that seems like a strange thing to be mad at people for. I feel like in you know, based on the weapons people are using in the timeline, I feel as though people here would probably benefit from some you know, cold food storage. I used to think if I ever like lived out in the middle of nowhere, like Alaska or Montana or I don't know, somewhere where it's, you know, it's got to be cold. But like I could dig like a hole, fill it with snow, and you know, that would be like my winter storage. I wouldn't even need a refrigerator. But of course, you know, what do you do after winter's over? And then the question is like, well, if I have enough snow and ice, you know, because I can make ice every, you know, winter, I guess. It's possible that I would have, you know, enough to last for who knows how long. And I would always have cold stuff.
There he is.
I mean, when I was a kid, I used to, when I would go fishing at a pond that was owned by my grandfather, I would take like kind of like a, I don't know exactly what it was, but it was like this thing that I was able to put like drinks in, and you would tie the drinks basically to a rope or string, And you would just put it underwater, and it worked like just fantastically to keep them cold.
There he is.
Yes, there he is. And there I am. Alright, we definitely need some health.
Intruder!
I've been playing this way too casually, and I've basically put myself in a bit of a predicament where I'm almost dead. Then again, if you recall, I did say I'm pretty casual at this.
Intruder! So. There he is.
And it sounded like there was at least one more. Yeah. All right, no health. No health at all. All right. In the circumstance of like potentially dying. Never mind. It's all good now.
There he is.
I still think it's funny that we're doing this because somebody froze the pantry meats.
Intruder!
I mean, I guess like maybe they didn't need to because maybe the pantry meats were like smoked or I don't know, heavily salted. I don't actually know how you would store it. Maybe they were canned meats and then they're upset that they're frozen now. I don't actually know. I'm not really sure. It doesn't actually make a whole bunch of sense to me in the grand scheme of things. So there was like a key, there's like a door, but I don't have a key for that. I feel like there's probably something cool in there, but oh well. It seems like that would have been something I would have gone to before this, but I don't think I have a way to do it before, so.
There he is.
I think this was the wizard. Yeah. Well, he's dead now. Got no time for them shenanigans.
There he is.
Huh, I would have thought he would have like dropped something, like something cool, like that would have been nice, but oh well. I guess we did the thing.
Word has it that Gardener Ocean watches over the soul. He passed with the church service and must make it.
I don't really know what you're saying. Something about a gardener. Alright. A land barber. Seems kind of like an odd choice to be upset with land barbers. They do such good work. You know, they like do all kinds of stuff and everything. Oh yeah, and I forgot, like it's a couple of days before the election in the United States, so you know, this is like another time where I'm gonna mention it. And I will start talking about the election after after the election is over. I will stop talking about it because it'll be over. I mean, I might still talk about it like a little bit afterwards because I expect there to be a very large amount of shenanigans. Like I expect no matter what the results are, like, I mean, regardless of who wins, I expect old Donald Trump to be very upset and claim that the election has been rigged, and that if he wins, it'll be he didn't win by enough because there was cheating. If he doesn't win, he didn't win because there was cheating. None of which will be true, of course, but a lot of people will believe it because apparently we have a bit of a problem in the education system in the United States. You know, so this is like one of the reasons I am glad that I bought this game, and I've started thinking about it like when it comes to buying, or not buying, but when it comes to like making videos about games, you know, I don't do a great job of just babbling on about the actual game's experience because, you know, you run out of things to say fairly quickly at times. And then I babble on about whatever, and the things that I say may not necessarily represent the ideals of the game developer themselves, so, I don't know, it kind of makes me wonder if, like, it just probably makes a better idea of, just playing the games, you know, just buying my own games from now on and playing them so I can say whatever it is that's on my mind without feeling like I might say something that maybe I shouldn't. But then I realize, well, if I did that, even if I was to do that, there is a possibility. Oh, Jesus. Well, the gardener is not messing around. Not cool, dude. Anyway, what I was trying to say is it just, I suppose, like, a developer, if they didn't like the videos that I did, they could always be like, I want a copyright strike. You know, because it is their game.
Bratsky must be sent to hell for his macaroni-based gluttony. Find him and get him on his way there.
So, I didn't, like, read the store page to see, like, what the storyline was, but I definitely didn't expect that the game was going to be about, essentially, the Grim Reaper, punishing people for food crimes. That's actually kind of hilarious. I'm surprised I haven't unlocked, like, a new weapon. I feel like normally there's, like, a third weapon by now. I mean, I do think that the scythe... Is it scythe or scythe? I don't know, it's scythe. I do think this fancy weapon I have now is pretty sweet. And, you know, your staff that does fireball is pretty cool, too. So it's hard to, like, say that, like, I think that, you know, like, I can't say that we don't have enough cool weapons. I don't know, I just feel like there's, like, almost always, like, a shotgun equivalent. And I don't know what it would be in this. I would assume probably a crossbow. But I'm just kind of hoping that we get, like, something else. Like, I want something else to, attack things with. Sorry, my cat has, climbed into my lap. Just gotta get some attention before I can continue. This is probably why I need to turn my camera on with these videos. I don't know, I don't like to look at any people. Nobody wants to see me. And it's dark in here, so... I don't know, I think it's kind of weird. Like, there's nothing wrong with the whole camera aspect that people do when it comes to, you know, making content videos or any of that stuff. Like, I mean, that's not like something that I think is a problem inherently or anything. It's something that, you know, people like to do. Like, I mean, some people like to look at people when they play video games for some reason. Although I do think that, like, you have a better chance if you're a lady than a guy. But, I mean, it's not necessarily true. A lot of really popular dudes, you know, with the face cams and whatnot. But I don't know, I feel like the ladies always manage to kind of pull off a level of sincerity, I think, that, like, dudes sometimes fail on. I don't know, but then there are definitely the YouTubers that I've seen, Twitch streamers, that it just seems like they're just overreacting to everything, to the point that it's just absolutely insane to me. Where they get so excited over something that doesn't make any sense, like this. Oh my god, look at this! It's a sign and it's green and it's got like a building on it. Oh my goodness! Chat and viewers, this is the most amazing thing in the world. Huzzah! I don't know. Yeah, I just personally try not to do that. Like, so for me, when I do get excited, or I see something that's like kind of cool, and I don't know, I start talking about it in a way of like, I don't know, abject joy. It's usually, well, not usually, it is because it is a very legitimate feeling. I am genuinely impressed with what I have seen, or, you know, suddenly very happy about whatever it is I see. And I think that's like important. I think it's like a lost form of honesty that we don't really seem to have as much in the content creator community. Everybody's like chasing those views. It's like, hey, come watch me so I can make money. And I get it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, like, you want to make money. Like, you spend a lot of time playing video games and babbling on about whatever it is you're going to babble on about. Try to be entertaining, all the pressure that goes along with it, you know, having a schedule to do all this stuff, trying to fit it into everything else you do. I totally get it, you know, as someone who, you know, oh, no, don't you guys kill me. But as somebody who, you know, does generate income now from making YouTube videos. Oh, what is this? I got a sword? Oh, hot dang. We finally got our next weapon. But anyway, but as somebody who makes, you know, some money from YouTube now, I totally understand the desire, you know, to make money. And there's nothing wrong with it, right? There's really nothing wrong with it. But I do think it's, I don't know, I think it's disingenuous to jump into any sort of game and just act like it's the thing that, you know, has made, I don't know, it's as exciting as a cure for cancer. Like, you can't believe your mind. Or, you know, I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe it's like I don't really get super excited about stuff. I don't really have a lot of emotions. I have like anhedonia, so like, you know, the whole happy stuff doesn't really happen for me due to years of depression and PTSD. I gotta go backward. No, wait. I don't know where to go. I'm hoping to find some food so I don't die here. It's a key. Not exactly what I want, but anyway, but yeah, I mean, like, so for me, I did. You're a good guy. All right, cool. But yeah, I mean, like, so for me, like, I mean, I don't really experience some of those things that I'm I guess complaining about others doing. But they could be legit, and I just don't know. And just my lack of ability there just makes it seem like it's not sincere, but maybe it is. Alright, that's the boss. I don't want to go in there yet. I feel like I really kind of hose myself by not paying an adequate amount of attention and taking all the damage that I took. And I don't know how far back I would go if I died. I don't actually know if there's like any places back here that I actually left any health. All this backtracking has to be a little bit disappointing for you, the viewer, so, you know what, whatever, we'll just hope for the best, right? I mean, what's the worst that happens? I die and have to do it all over again, and you have to watch me do this all over again anyway? Neither of us will win that situation. Oh, speaking of which, I just watched the movie Arcadian with Nicolas Cage, and That's a good movie. It's like not like amazing. The whole story is kind of silly. You know, I mean, it's just like it's a bad things happen, which they never really fully explain, and then bad things happen a bit more because you know this kid wants to spend time with a girl.
Peekaboo. There he is. There he is.
And then there's a lot more to it, but
You can mess with me?
oh no, dude, I don't want to fight you. I want to
It's time for you to die.
God, I get stuck in the wall. Oh, all the way back. Unfortunate. That's okay. We know what to do now. Try to do this without dying this time. Anyway, I don't want to spoil the movie for anybody. I do recommend it though. Like, it's a really good one. It's because it's for October. Like, oh crap, it's Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone. Anyway, right. So the thing is, like, this month I have played not really as many horror themed games as I would have imagined that I might have. Not really a big deal. My thing when it comes to like horror games is I never really get scared. Or
Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
I rarely get scared, I guess is kind of the thing. There are days where I'm like super jumpy, and those would probably be the best days for me to play games that are scary, but I try not to because that's usually a day that I'm going to get super irritable and stuff, because it usually means that my PTSD triggers are being activated on anything. Kind of like like an overactive summoning of Captain Planet, you know, just everything is just like, you know, launching those fight, flight, flee aspects. I'm in a trauma skills course lately, and that's like a thing that I think something they're talking about today, and I don't know, it's like whatever. I think it's like one of the hard things about like being in a, you know, a trauma skills class for PTSD, when they start off talking to you like PTSD is new to you, and it's not something that, like, you know, they're not like trying to you know, downplay it or anything, or make it seem like it's not like a big deal or anything. It's just kind of, you got some people who have had it for years, some people haven't had it for, they've only been recently diagnosed or whatever. So it's just, I don't know, I guess it just sucks when you have to like treat it like you're going into it for the very first time, but it certainly isn't the very first time.
There he is.
But that has nothing to do with anything. I would imagine that if any of these guys somehow survived, they would absolutely suffer from some of the worst cases of PTSD possible. I can't imagine how... Well, I can actually. You know, to see all of this stuff and like to watch somebody just kind of like mow through people, and then still, you know, just happen to be one of the lucky or unlucky few that stayed alive, and then you have to deal with them forever. And these guys,
Peekaboo.
they're gonna have a hard time.
There he is.
Well, the sword is pretty nice. It is a little bit on the slower side. Which is obviously what's messing me up, because I am getting my butt kicked here. Wait. Oh, there it is. I'll stick with this scythe for now. God, seriously, come on.
Zabratsky.
How did this happen again? Like, how did they...
There he is.
I do not know what he's saying. He's like, feed me pain or feed me things? I can't believe I died again. You know what I'm gonna do? Since I know what I need to do, I'll just try to speed run my way through like Speed Racer. What a stupid choice. Oh God.
There he is.
One thing I think can like be hard to do, especially as a content creator, is, you know, I think there's this unrealistic expectation from people that you're going to be, you know, potentially really good at the game you're playing. I don't know why people like assume in a lot of cases that the people playing the games for videos and stuff have actually been playing the game for like, you know, their entire lives or something. Even if you've been playing like a similar title doesn't necessarily mean anything, but you know, it's just people get like really upset at times because you're so bad, and it's just kind of like, why? I'm playing a game and having fun. I just happen to be sharing it with you.
There he is. There he is.
There is a good chance that you know, this will be
There he is.
I don't want to say it'll be the last year, but there is a good chance that you know, as after this year ends, the amount of content I create will be vastly reduced, and next spring will, you know, kind of usher in this period of time where I don't cover any games for many months because I potentially will be hiking the Pacific Crest Trail. I haven't decided if I want to do like a video for that. Like if I do that, like open up another channel and showcase my adventures. And the main reason is I feel like it would be really difficult to do all of the video uploads and everything, and I don't want to deal with that nonsense. But at the same time, it would be nice for my girlfriend and my cats and my kids to, you know, be able to look and see that if they wanted to, you know. So I haven't decided, but I also don't know. Like, I don't know how things are going to pan out over the next couple of months. I've just kind of like reached a point where I've told myself that there's a possibility that, you know, doing, you know, a long hike and adventure like that will play a very beneficial part into trying to rectify some issues, I guess.
There he is. Suffer. There he is. There he is.
Alright, you guys. I don't want to, like, take the risk here. It sounds like a didgeridoo. Alright, all is well. All is good. I don't know if I need to find that dude again. I'm not sure what happens when we find him. Alright. Success time. Gonna go through this and actually kill the boss. Hopefully. I apologize for dying so many times and making you kind of watch that happen. Yeah, we can't all be, you know, especially fantastic at the things that we do. Now this area is pretty large. I do think I don't need to like I want to use this magic first, because I feel like that's a safer bet. I don't even know which guy this was that I had to kill. I also realized at this point I still haven't even come up with a fancy name for myself. I don't know, Reaper McDoodle as his name, that's what it is. Alright, this seems peculiar.
Peekaboo.
Where are you at, peekaboo guy?
Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
I like how every classic first-person shooter always had like just a plethora of boxes always strewn about. Boxes, crates, just things stacked on top of things. It's like everywhere you went, somebody had spent a good portion of time just kind of trying to
There he is.
stay organized. Alright, well, apparently I can't hit that dude. Sorry, my dude, but sometimes you just gotta get blasted with fireballs. It looks like my sword has like barbed wire on it a little bit. Or vines or something. Or maybe it's like razor blades. I'm not really sure. I've never really been good at mazes. Although I do want to do a corn maze, but I think it's like too late for the corn maze. I didn't think about it until like recently. I was like, oh, we should do a corn maze. And yeah, I don't think we're going to do it. I think there's also like the risk of just getting lost in a corn maze and then the aliens take you, like from Signs. I wouldn't want to be abducted by aliens, and you know, some people are terrified of it being abducted by aliens because if they get abducted by the aliens, then you know, they don't know if they're going to come home, they don't know what's going to happen, yeah, they don't want to be anally probed, and all those things, right, that people are potentially rightfully scared of when it comes to alien abduction. Me personally, my concern is that if I get abducted by aliens, I you know, absolutely decimate their population for abducting me, because I want to get home to my cat and you know, find out that they're like allergic to farts or something. I feel like they would regret it. I mean, ideally, you know, I would just, you know, be very kind to them, and they'd be like, oh, you know, you're pretty cool. Do you want to be like the ambassador from Earth? And I would say, no, I wouldn't. I don't want that kind of responsibility. I've heard a lot of internet rumors about 2027 being like this magical time where, you know, I don't know, something big is gonna happen.
Michael Oliver, the clown, is a fast and tricky bastard. His pranks have gone on too far, and he must be put down for them. No more TPing the kingdom for him.
These are statues. Alright, so we are taking people out for food crimes and for pranking. This is like a very vengeful ghost thing. Oh, this is the boss. Are you really gonna have me kill the boss like that quick? Alright, well his I don't know, his joke time's over. Should I go and tell her? Look, I did the thing you wanted. Well, yeah, she doesn't care. She's like, good job. I'm not going to acknowledge that you did the thing that I asked you to do. Should have had to ask you to do it anyway. You should have just done it. Why do I have to tell you to do things that you know you gotta do? Reaper McDoodle, you should know better. Oh, you know what would be a really cool weapon? It would be a flail. I feel like a flail would be like a really good weapon for the game. I hope maybe we see something like that. But only if it does like damage to like multiple characters. I feel like that would be a pretty splendid aspect. That was very quick.
The local children to gamble, and by doing so, he gambled with his life. Time to track him down and collect your winnings.
Okay, it sounded like she said Farmer McDougal, who apparently is my cousin, has been caught feeding children to cats, and you know, has to be tracked down. Okay. Not too big of a deal. I can rectify this problem. That's like the most reasonable of things, you know, to like, you know, go and I guess reap their souls for. Like, if there's somebody who's like stealing children and feeding them to cats, you know, that's not a kosher thing or appropriate. They should be ashamed of themselves. Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. Oh shoot. You gotta be kidding me. Let's save it. Maybe. Okay, hold on. Oh no, we're... Oh, no. I haven't been saving it, and so I would probably have to, like, start over, and I don't want to start over. Is there, like, a no clip or something? Because, yeah, the save is going to, Hold on, I'm gonna hope for the best here. Momentary lapse while I close it and open it back up. I'm gonna try to continue and see if it, like, takes me back to the checkpoint, at least. Fudge, man. No, it doesn't. I have to start completely over. Dude, how did I even fall through the... Oh, Oh, yeah. I made it through. I don't even know how I made it through, but I'm really happy right now, but... Alright, so lesson learned. I'm going to start saving it periodically. Probably at the start of every new level. Well, I will identify that to the developer to let them know that there is a bug that's pretty gnarly. And then, yeah, that would have been really unfortunate. So, I mean, if you made it this far in the video, I encourage you to
Welcome to the old chest shop.
save it and stuff.
Please browse my wares. Please don't break anything or kill me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Ooh, this... Oh, no. I thought, like, maybe that was something new. Alright, well, I'll just remember this is here, and I'll probably come back at a later time to break more of its stuff. I'm not gonna kill him, though, because he seemed like a nice dude. Hey.
There he is.
There I am. Ah, come on. There we go. Yeah, but anyway, bugs happen, and like, you know, I've seen like a variation of people and the way that they treat the bugs they find when they play an experience. And I'm not gonna lie, you know, when you play a game, you do want it to be as bug-free as possible, but bugs happen. Like, from a QA perspective, I can tell you that it is impossible to ever have a 100% bug-free application of any sort, and the reason for that is because you test things based on the way that you're expecting them to work. It's much harder to develop test cases for ways that players or other, you know, users may actually interact with, you know, the application or the game. And you know, because of that, like, it's just impossible. I did find you. But because of that, it's like impossible to find like every single bug. So you have to wait till it happens, and you can, you know, hopefully fix it early enough to you know, prevent too much angst. Come on. Yeah, geez. That dude just didn't want to die. I didn't find any children, though, so there's a possibility that he didn't actually steal any of these children. And, we're being led astray by our ghost lady. Which actually wouldn't surprise me at all. A nice twist. This, first-person shooter engine is, you know, it's pretty dang good. Like, I'm impressed with, like, how it's advanced over time, especially considering it is free. I've been considering, like, maybe trying to make my own, like, title. This guy's, like, stuck, and I couldn't get him. Anyway, trying to make my own game. The problem with that is I have this, like, really cool idea for a follow-up to the movie Troll 2. But I did just watch the movie... I didn't just watch it, but I watched a movie that's essentially kind of a sequel to Troll 2. It's set in the same universe in a way, like where Troll 2 is a real thing that happened. But it turns out, you know, the mom gets eaten at the end of Troll 2. It's kind of ambiguous. You're not sure if it really happens or if it's a dream, but it turns out that is what happens. Anyway, I had this whole idea that Michael, the son, you know, could star in his own video game where he goes on this rampage across America. And not really rampage, but like he goes through America fighting trolls. I mean goblins, because there weren't any trolls in Troll 2. Fights goblins and, you know, works his way back to Nilbog to try to, like, go after them. But then it's like, you know, like, I mean, does he go in to get revenge because his mom was eaten by goblins? I mean, it makes sense, but then, you know, I just wasn't really sure how that would actually, you know, fit into the narrative, you know, because, like, how old is Michael? And I'm only getting older, you know, like, in the movie, the kid's, like, 10, 8 or something. I don't know. Ooh, what is this? These look like knives. Oh, okay, they're definitely knives. They're like little stabby times. I don't know if this is a weapon that I'm going to really enjoy, but I guess we'll try it. Still waiting for that semi-shotgun style weapon, which may not exist. Okay.
So,
I mean, it's okay. It's definitely does something a little bit different. What is with the big troll dude? This is like the first time we've found somebody who might actually be, you know, a monster. Well, actually, I feel bad about, like, suggesting that just because of, that's like saying just because of their appearance.
Crusader Skullsworth needs to die. He didn't do anything, really. But he has chosen war against the Maroon Clan. You don't need to know who they are, but Skullsworth needs to die for it.
Where will one find oneself 10 score from now? Wilt thou still be living in this dishevelled hellhole?
You want me to kill this dude who's like... Oh, well, that dude straight up killed me. Alright. I'll have to come back for him when I get some more magic missile. This should be enough. 22, I don't know, 22 magic missiles? Maybe? I feel like, you know, she wanted to get rid of this guy because of his use of, I don't know, sort of, it was kind of like, I don't know, almost, but not quite, Shakespeare. Oh yeah, I forgot, I need to save it. Can't risk the, falling through the floor thing and not be able to get out. So weird that some of these levels are like 4 seconds long. Oh. What is this? Oh, we're gonna get like a bow and arrow? Oh, not a shotgun, but that's still really cool. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Oh, it's right there. Sweet. All right.
there he is.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. I'm gonna hold off on it though. I don't. Oh, dude, scared the crap out of me. I don't feel like it's something that I want to use right now. I think I'm gonna wait until like we get to like a boss of some sort.
There he is.
Yeah, but these guys, they gotta go, so I mean... Come on. There we are. Oh, I do like the bow, though. It's pretty nice. Makes me think about later on today when I get to play Dragon Age, the Veilguard. Which, you know, I've been a big Dragon Age fan for years, so... I'm looking forward to it. It may not be amazing. It may not be, you know, the best RPG ever, but I'm, you know, I'm really hopeful. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be something that's a good time. I feel like these guys probably wouldn't, like, willingly be staying in a place with radioactive sewer stuff, you know. I'm not actually sure. Who are we out to kill this time? Or are we just... Are we just, like, kind of, like, out for a slaying... I thought for sure there was going to be a trap in here. Man, I really wish I could hit, like, multiple enemies at once. I mean, obviously with this sword and the way he attacks, probably not a thing that would happen. I'm sorry, that was funny. Oh good, I got some health in that thing, for sure. Nope. I was wrong. I'm glad that I was, you know, at least still, like, observant enough to avoid death there. I'm gonna save it, because, oh, I haven't been doing too good. I want to die again. Now we're an hour into it almost, so that means we've got to be close to the end. Maybe at the halfway point, maybe not quite at the halfway point, maybe further than the halfway point. I'm not really sure. Like, the reviews that I saw, there was a couple. I saw stuff like 2.5 hours, 1.5. So I'm guessing like 1.5. Hopefully there's going to be some health when we get upstairs into the next place, because if not, might be in a bit of a predicament here. And I don't think, like, the game needs, like, more health. I think the amount of health thrown about the level is adequate. It's I am doing normal difficulty, so I mean, like... I blew myself up. Look at that. No. I don't need to start all the way over. I'll just, begin from here. Oh man, I should have saved it right before going through this door. Why didn't I do that? Oh, probably because I took a bunch of damage. Anyway, but I don't think that there's a problem with the amount of, you know, health thrown around the levels. Like, it seems to be, like, a pretty decent amount. I just made, like, a billion mistakes, and I've been stabbed a whole bunch of times and whatnot.
There he is.
You know, and then, like, this part where I got shot, like, a bunch of times. Oh my god. Lowered expectations. It was from Saturday Night. No, Mad TV, and it fits right there. There's definitely some lowered expectations. Very disappointed in my skills.
There he is.
So I have found that the arrow, the explosion hurts you too. So I'm gonna have to be a little bit more cautious with that. And then I realized, like, I usually, after 8 minutes of playing a game, that's where I usually start to babble on about how I feel about it. And I didn't do that today. I haven't done it. I've been playing for an hour, and I haven't actually said much about how I feel about the game. So I'm going to do that now. And I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time with it. The level design's pretty good. You know, like, in some ways, I think it's kind of misleading with what appears to be these kind of open areas, but they're really not. But it doesn't feel claustrophobic either. I haven't really run into a situation where I feel lost, which is nice. I think that, like, in, you know, titles that try to capture the retro first-person shooter feeling, they can be kind of difficult to actually.
Royal Guard Brown hides in his armored shell.
They can be difficult to give you
Teach that man the cost of hiding from death.
good sense of direction. But I think this has done a pretty good job. I mean, there's still like a couple of times where I've been not, you know, 100% sure of where I was going. But overall, like, I mean, I haven't found myself, you know, too lost or anything. So, I think that's, you know, I think that's a very big positive. The weapons they're enjoyable. They're pretty fun. Again, I definitely still wish I had something that did, like, I don't know, attacking multiple enemies. I don't really know that I'm going to use the daggers ever, because they're not really that, I don't know, they're not really that good. Like, I mean, I feel like this sword is kind of like my new jam, on account of it being, for the most part, a one-hit kill. So it just feels like it's the safe option to do that. And I'm now, like, so uncertain about my capabilities that I'm save scumming. Well, not save scumming, but I'm now saving it all the time to ensure I don't die. Well, no, it doesn't ensure I don't die, but it makes sure that if I do die, I don't have to go as far back as I would otherwise. Alright. This guy doesn't want to die. But he is the boss here. It's kind of slow. Just probably for my benefit. Oh, you blew up into little tiny bits. Are you, though? Oh, you know what? This guy's actually, I think he might be... Okay, maybe he's not as hard as I thought. Like, they're like little brothers of the guy that I just killed. I'm surprised they don't actually have more, like, mages or,
There he is.
I guess... Okay, well, I'm gonna go kill you now. But anyway, I'm surprised that we don't have more ranged enemies in the game. Like, I'm not complaining because the ranged enemies are certainly the ones that have caused me the most of a headache. They've been the ones that have done the most amount of damage, but I am surprised that we only have like a handful, probably on higher difficulty levels. You know, there's more.
Fancy killing a hunchback.
I already killed like a bunch of hunchbacks.
Did a pretty shoddy job of cleaning the cathedral, and must be punished.
I have to kill you because you did a bad job cleaning. Ugh. These people are really, they're just really angry about everything. Like these are some like one of the most arbitrary reasons ever to do something negative. I would not want to live in wherever this is. This seems like just like a place that just, I don't know, everybody gets really upset about everything. Oh, you didn't do a good job cleaning the castle. I'm going to kill you. Oh, I'm facing the wrong way. Alright. I feel like it would have, there's like a missed opportunity there.
I have a confession, Reaper. Your victims were all innocent.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
So sorry. The Archangel has arrived for you now. Oopsie.
Oh, okay. You know, this is probably the end. Oh, I was hoping like this was gonna be like, I don't know. It seemed like it was gonna be better, but it's not actually better. It's kind of like the same thing that I already had. That is always something I think is super difficult, right? Like whenever you introduce a new weapon in a game, you have to introduce it in a way that like makes it to where, you know, it actually matters. Like why are people going to use it if they have something that's better? There's not much of a incentive there to use the new scythe because I don't even know what it does. Alright. This is the Angel of Upsetness. I'll just shoot them to death. Oh, I like that they have like, you know, like a fancy, I don't know, they've got like fans. It makes it look like it's a technological marvel. Alright. That's gonna be the first boss that I actually have to use a mixture of attacks on. Come on, die already. Here we are. And back to my trusty sword. Now we'll probably fight the, I don't know, whatever the ghost lady has been having us do stuff. Or not. Oh, I don't even have a weapon. Oh. Oh, it's over, I think. It's kind of a strange ending. Okay. It seems like, I don't know, like, would that stuff, like, open up? Like, is there something else afterwards? Oh, no, it's legit. I've I've completed it, so we can play different difficulties and stuff. All right, well, I mean, like, it's a fun time. So yeah, it's a first-person shooter that probably takes you about an hour to finish. Yeah, it's a solid recommendation. I've had a good time with it. So the link is in the description. I encourage you to take a look. You know, it's on sale during the launch week, so totally worth it. And yeah, thanks for watching.